Well, hello YouTube. I've just watched the first episode of Star Trek Picard, and wow, it totally blew me away, did the whole episode. The canon for this episode was superb. It starts off with a dream scene with Captain Picard talking Data, the playing cards. You know, the scene they pulled, but it starts with that, the dream scene, and then the credits start. We jump into his life. He's living this existence on his family's chateau, making Chateau Picard, you know, and he's got these two Romulans that run the estate for him and look after him. And then we start finding out, like, the media turns up, and the interview, we find out what happened, that after the Hobus supernova, he led this armada to save 900 million Romulans. And the media woman, well, nothing's much changed with media. She asked him certain questions about his fallout with Starfleet. And it really goes into it, and we go into the whole synthetic, the datas, you know, that attacked Starfleet Phoenicia, deactivated the planetary defence grids, and they don't know why they attacked it. And then, I mean, one of the opening shots is Vaz, this girl, she's with her boyfriend, just having a nice night in, and these assassins turn up, and she just takes them all out after they kill her boyfriend. It's like she's focused, and she wears this necklace with two circles, and then obviously she keeps seeing Picard, and she goes and finds him. But you really feel for Picard's character. It's like he's been in this like existence since he fell out with Starfleet, and yeah, it nearly brought a tear to me. It's just awesome seeing him back. And it's like Star Trek Discovery. I love Discovery, but good God, one episode of this wipes the floor with it, because you're so relevant with everything in this that you automatically identify. The scene when he goes to Starfleet archives, he's got a room, and you get holograms. He's talking to his hologram, and he's got a room full of his artifacts. Captain Picard Day. Data's artwork. There's other bits, you know, over you know, the 7 seasons at Next Generation, a couple of models of ship, the captain's yacht, and other stuff, and it's brilliant. It's like you just automatically lock in straight into this series. Now, I don't care about the politics. You know, I know there's been a lot said, you know, what it's meant to represent, and I don't care. This is superb writing. They've surpassed themselves with this. I've watched it twice, and I was extremely impressed. It's action. There's a lot of action in it. Obviously, you get these scenes, and it's like, you know, the story moves along brilliantly. The two people that are looking after Picard, I think there's going to be something revealed about them, because it's like the assassins are Romulans. At first I was thinking, is that Data's daughter Lal? You remember from Next Generation, but obviously she malfunctioned, that they might have done something with her. But obviously it wasn't. So, but it's like Data's daughter, and then I thought, it's, you know, I'm not, no. That the whole thing with Data is that he keeps dreaming about Data. It's like, you know, after he sacrificed himself in Nemesis. And it's like seeing an old friend back, and one episode is not enough. I wish they'd put all 10 episodes up, because I wouldn't have gone out today. I'd have stuck by the seat to watch this. Now, it's an amazing episode to watch. I honestly incredibly impressed. There was a lot of negativity about it, that they've messed it up and all this. And the ending were brilliant with the Borg cube. and the Romulans and the other. Apparently they synthetic, they make them in twos, so there's like twins, and she's like more advanced than the other synthetics, I assume, because she's like humanoid and sentient, and so what happens is that she's got a twin sister, which I thought was so cool, because when she gets blown up, I was quite good. I thought, what are they doing? So it's like the episode, it wraps up a whole 10 episode story at the beginnings of it. You're starting to see the things roll out over the next sort of 10 episodes of what the Romulans are up to. It's like some of them are refugees on Earth, and there must be like probably been created like pariahs around certain parts of the galaxy, but there must be some part of the Empire that still exists. Just because the main planets went, there is obviously other planets in the Empire, but it obviously the Romulans are not like what they were. But then you see the Borg cube, and I'm like, you're kidding me, man, this is superb. And it finished. So for canon, this is 100% spot on. I like seeing Earth as well in the 24th century. You know, seeing Earth and people walking about and the cities. You didn't get a lot of that really, but in this you're seeing the Golden Gate Bridge, Starfleet Command, the Starfleet Museum, Picard where he lives. I like the Romulan people that are looking after him, Joban and his wife. That's really good. They really care about him. But the whole thing of Picard's argument with Starfleet is interesting because he's a very moral man. And, I wish if we had more people like him in the world, trust me, we'd be living on a better planet. But he's like, the Federation with a synthetic, he was so against how they must have treated them, and after the attack as well. Because I think my recommendation is watch Measure of the Man Next Generation, and I'm going to watch the episode where Data creates his daughter Lal. But I think Measure of the Man from Next Generation, the trial about giving Data rights, I think this ties in. I think this is like, it's like a prequel episode for me, so I'm going to watch that tonight when I get back in. But watching this has been absolutely superb. I roll on next week. One episode is not enough. I look forward to binge watching the full 10 episodes, but recommendations, Star Trek Picard is brilliant. I know some people might not agree with me. I thought it was superb. So that's my review, guys, of Star Trek Picard. I'm really impressed. I just felt it was like seeing an old friend back. I love the dog #1 as well. There's humour in it, but you really feel for his character. I'm going to see when he says, I've been dying for the last 20 years and I'm going to start living now. And that's what I loved about him, that he'd found his spirit again. Because whatever, we're going to find out more about this big fallout and what something inside affected him badly, and we're going to dig more into that. We've got the outline region, but we're going to dig more, and the characters are coming in one at a time as well. But I hope we get more of that Borg cube next week. And what the Romulans up to then? Is the humans involved? I don't know, but they're sort of taking it apart. So I've heard Hughes in this as well for like one episode, and obviously I think next week we're going to probably see Riker and his wife, So that's it, that's my review. I could make predictions where this is going, but I'm going to sit on this for a couple of episodes when we get the overall pattern of where this is going. So guys, I will be live after Doctor Who. I hope it's not a bad one. So I'll see you straight after Doctor Who on Sunday. The Solar One podcast will be up this weekend. We're talking about, I think, Soylent Green this week. That's a film that extremely depressed me, but it is a classic. So guys, live long and prosper. Roll on the next episode. Now I've got to turn this camera